FXRP is now live as collateral in Sentora's newly launched RLUSD vault on Morpho. This is absolutely huge. Welcome back, Flare community. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. And yes, this is absolutely huge news. We're seeing huge adoption for FXRP, which will hopefully ultimately be the de facto choice for an XRP that is able to be used in various smart contract systems, starting with the Flare network. And this newly launched vault is going to be very appealing. And it's also launched on Ethereum through the Flare network. So let's jump over here. It's getting a lot of attention over on X. This is from CoinDesk with 3.9 million followers. They said new XRP holders can now borrow RLUSD, which is Ripple's stablecoin, against their coins on Ethereum without selling via Flare network's wrapped FXRP accepted as collateral on Morpho Blue. This is huge news. Hugo says here that this is something that they've been working towards for quite some time. The lending market for RLUSD, that's Ripple US dollars, collateralized by FXRP, curated by one of the most trusted institutional grade curators in the industry, and that's Sentora, who have also incubated, along with the Flare team, the Firelight protocol. This opens the door for a much larger FXRP lending markets and for institutions that hold billions of XRP to participate. It's good for XRP, it's good for RLUSD, and it's also good for Flare. Something that I want to highlight here is that every transaction on the Flare network incurs a fee, and with FIP, the Flare Improvement Proposal number 16, we're seeing a huge increase in deflationary pressures for the native asset FLR. One thing that you may not know, transactions, just sending FLR from one account to another don't incur that much of a fee, but the more complex transactions, such as validating transactions on an external network like the XRP ledger, which is what happens when FXRP is created, they incur much more of a fee. And of course, I think we'll see a lot more activity with FXRP and these one signature vaults as we see more adoption of the technology. And I'm going to go through that. Flare Smart accounts are really something to be looking forward to and keeping your eye on. So this is the actual presentation here, or not the presentation, the article. And we're going to quickly read through this and get a gist for what this announcement is all about and why it is so important for you as a Flare holder. FXRP collateral expands Sentora's RLUSD vault on Morpho. So you can borrow RLUSD against FXRP permissionlessly on the Ethereum main network. Of course, Ethereum is an absolutely huge smart contract platform, biggest in the world, and having this exposure to all of their users who may want to borrow RLUSD, it's definitely an attractive option because Ripple's US dollar is very much transparent. There's a lot of scare tactics with things like Tether, USDT, because apparently they're not as audited as others, but this is extremely transparent and reliable and held and created by the biggest in the business, Ripple, the entity themselves. Sentora has added FXRP as a collateral asset in its RLUSD main vault on Morpho. A new isolated FXRP to Ripple US dollar market is live on Morpho Blue, and XRP holders can borrow Ripple USD against FXRP without selling their XRP. So This is where you can start looping strategies where if you don't want to sell your XRP and you want exposure to the upside, you can temporarily use the FXRP as collateral and borrow cash and then repay that loan and unlock the FXRP at a later date. FXRP is the first form of XRP approved as collateral in an institutionally created lending vault on Ethereum mainnet. Sentora's Ripple US dollars main vault holds 280 million in deposited RLUSD and is the largest institutionally created RLUSD vault on Ethereum. So already leading the pack there. At launch, the flow is EVM native, so users mint FXRP, they bridge it to Ethereum, supply it as collateral, and manage the position themselves. A simpler path through FLR Smart accounts is in development and described below. So this is going to be the real unlock, I think. FLR Smart accounts version 1.3, which was recently released, is absolutely huge. It allows for one signature participation directly from the XRP ledger itself. So you don't have to have the native token of the FLR network. You don't have to bridge over yourself. You don't have to enter the vault. You can just do all of that in one transaction from the XRP ledger. And this removes friction massively and will hopefully increase adoption too. So why does this matter? FXRP reaches institutional Ripple USD liquidity. This market connects FXRP to institutional Ripple stablecoin USDT liquidity on Ethereum mainnet without moving capital out of FLR's orbit. FXRP is minted through F assets, bridged and posted as collateral, so borrowing demand on Ethereum drives minting demand through F assets. This is something that I think really should be highlighted here. So especially once we see the FLR Smart Accounts integration. As I said, this is an attractive option because RLUSD is very much respected, and a lot of holders of XRP are familiar with RLUSD, right? And for those that want to participate and earn a yield on their XRP without removing the exposure, this is a very attractive option, and this is routed through the FLR network. So all of these transactions are going to be contributing to the deflation of the FLR asset itself. The access is non-custodial and permissionless. No counterparty holds the collateral, no whitelist gates entry, and XRP holders keep full price exposure through FXRP while borrowing at their own LTV, which is loan to value ratio. The market opens with a conservative initial supply cap and scales as usage and liquidity grow, as Sentora does with any new collateral. So it's important that there may be a cap on this, and it's going to be increased similar to as we saw with the vaults for Firelight, which is hopefully launching pretty soon. Stablecoin depth have been the practical ceiling on XRP-Fi. Strategies that borrow against FXRP are bounded by how much they can borrow, so capacity fills quickly and returns compress. FLR has seen what changes when depth arrives. Network TVL, or total value locked, moves from roughly 37 million to over 120 million, almost like 5x, 4x there. Within 2 weeks of USDT Zero's launch. FXRP cleared Sentora's risk review. Sentora's mandate is risk-adjusted returns from carefully vetted collaterals. Their review covers how the collateral behaves, whether the oracle is reliable, and whether there is sufficient liquidity to handle liquidations and withdrawals. FXRP met that standard and is now subject to the same monitoring as every other collateral in the vault. This is a quote here from Hugo himself. He says, XRP is one of the largest assets in crypto and one of the least used in DeFi. That gap came down to infrastructure. FXRP closed part of it by making XRP programmable. This closes another part. XRP is now collateral that an institutional risk team underwrites on Ethereum mainnet, which is a stronger form of recognition than another bridge listing. XRP is one of the largest and most liquid digital assets in the market. By enabling FXRP as collateral in our RLUSD vaults, we are bringing that scale into DeFi and expanding the productive utility of XRP across on-chain credit markets. That's from Jesus Rodriguez, the co-founder and CTO of Sentora. So let's just quickly have a quick review of how this actually works. So the Sentora vault is a Metamorpho vault, a curator-managed vault built on top of Morpho Blue. The architecture splits responsibilities into 3 layers. Morpho Blue is a permissionless lending primitive on Ethereum. Each market is defined by 4 parameters: the collateral asset, the debt asset, the oracle, and liquidation total loan to value. Markets are isolated, which means that any market-specific issue remains isolated inside said borrowed market and cannot cascade into other markets. This is structurally different from pooled lending designs like Aave. Sentora curates the vault without taking custody of the RLUSD. It's actually in a vault, in a smart contract. Deposits sit in the Morpho Vault contract, and Sentora sets the allocation policy that contract follows. Borrowers mint FXRP through the F-Asset app on the FLR network. They bridge it to Ethereum with Stargate, and then they deposit that into the market and borrow against RLUSD, or borrow RLUSD against it up to the market's loan to value ratio. Borrowing is permissionless, which means anyone can do it. Uses range from retail stablecoin carry to institutional treasury financing and on-chain liquidity sourcing. So if you are interested in utilizing this vault, here's how you do it, and many of you will already be familiar with this. First of all, you need to get FXRP on FLR. So you may be able to get that through a decentralized exchange, or you may want to bridge your existing XRP from the XRP ledger to the FLR network. You can do that through the FLR F-Asset portal. This is what it looks like here. You've probably seen it before. I won't go into that detail because I do already have tutorials on the channel. So then you bridge FXRP to Ethereum through the F-Asset portal, again the same website, or you can use Stargate. Then you enter the vault. And then you borrow RLUSD against your FXRP. So you enter the vault and you say, I want a certain amount of USD to use for whatever reason. Keep my FXRP there. I'm going to come back for it. And when, no matter what happens to the price, let's say it goes really high, you can still pay that RLUSD, that dollar value that you have. You can pay that to redeem for the FXRP, which would hopefully be at a much higher value. Of course, you will be paying interest for that privilege. Then you can monitor it as and when you see fit, you repay it, and once everything has been repaid, you get that FXRP back. Now, this is what is especially exciting for me. What comes next? Morpho markets are permissionless, so any XRP holder can post FXRP and borrow RLUSD today. And any wallet, exchange, or front end can surface it without further approval. Get ready. FLR Smart Account will make that direct from the XRPL, giving XRP holders access to the deepest stablecoin markets in crypto without ever touching Ethereum. And an XRP holder signs on the XRP ledger and gets RLUSD underneath. FXRP is minted, bridged, and posted as collateral, and the RLUSD is borrowed. So this is really important here, and that's pretty much the end of the article. It talks about the about FLR, about Sentora, but I do want to just highlight this particular video. It's definitely worth watching. This is the full FLR Smart Accounts video that was an X space and it's over an hour long, and it's definitely worth watching if you want to get excited about FLR smart accounts, because it's honestly mind-blowing. It removes the friction, and yeah, I can see this being a really big gateway to get liquidity and F assets on the FLR network. If we go here, this is what smart accounts look like. I actually did a video very recently, in fact. If you do go here to this one-click yield video, it shows you how you can generate XRP yield in just one click, one signature, one transaction. It's super simple. Of course, they've got vaults here. You can imagine that there's going to be some sort of interaction here with RLUSD and this newly launched Morpho Vault, which again is going to be one click. We've got a shout out here for Senor Whale at Whale589, who actually discovered something going on before the announcement. Bridged FXRP to Ethereum paired with RLUSD and some decent liquidity. Very interesting. So he's obviously been in detective mode and successfully found this before FLR made an announcement, so feel free to give him a follow. And a quick plug here, this is a series that I'm extremely excited about. We're going to be creating a full app from start to finish on the FLR network, and we're going to be using AI agents to do that, and I'm going to show you the full process, everything that you can possibly imagine, so that we go from, first of all, a concept, an idea, we refine it, and we start building, and then we deploy it live on the FLR network. And hopefully it's a protocol that people use. This is going to be open to all for the first couple of episodes, but then it's going to be a Patreon exclusive, and this app and the revenue that it generates will essentially be distributed. A portion of it will be distributed to Patreon legends. So, you know, this is quite an opportunity. If you do want to learn how to build using AI on the FLR network, this is a series that you do not want to miss. And I'll link the post down below for anyone that's interested. Okay, that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I do want to thank you all so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you are yet to do so. And until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.